Welcome back to the Holt Outdoors Podcast, everybody. This is another edition. I am your host, Brennan Holt, and today we're going to be making a big announcement, something that's really exciting, that I've been looking forward to for a while. And, we're just trying to continue to grow as a brand and a channel and everything that we do. And, this is going to take us to the next step. So I hope everybody out there is enjoying what we're putting out. Make sure you share it with all your friends. And I hope everybody's got a dog that they're liking right now. I've been riding the struggle bus for a little while now, and I'm sure you guys all know if you've been following along. But I've been looking forward to this, and I guess without delaying much, we'll just get right into it. But something that we have been thinking about for a while, just trying to take our channel and everything that we're doing to the next level, is creating some kind of league or just a hunt that's unique to us and the people that we know and unique to our channel. So what we are going to do is we are going to be launching what we call the Coonhound Championship Series. And this is going to be a league. It's a series, whatever you want to call it. And the really quick version is that we're going to have a group of guys, 6 guys and girls, 6 different handlers. And with the format that we've chosen, they're going to hunt. And then it's going to go through kind of a postseason, if you will. And then at the very end, it's going to be one-on-one. And somebody's going to go home with about $600, $700, something like that, and maybe some gear. So really excited about it. And, this podcast is going to dive into a little bit of how it's going to work, the structure of it, and, kind of how we got here and what we're hoping that it's going to do for people. So, so like I said, it's, and I've got Trey here. He's here too. If I mess anything up, he's done a lot of the hard work with figuring out, how this is all going to work and actually putting it on paper for people to see, to read the rules, and, just so that all of our bases are covered and figuring out how this thing's going to work. But, so if I mess anything up, he's going to jump in here and get it corrected. But, so the Coonhound Championship Series, I'm looking at the laptop here just on the flyer that we kind of made. But if we can, I'm not sure if we can, I think we'll be able to, but if we can, we will try to put a link down in the description or something on this video to where people can click on that and actually see the whole format and the structure. But if you're listening to this, I'm not sure how we'll do that. I'm sure somehow Trey can do it, but if you're listening only, I'm sure there's a way that he can put it in there somewhere for you guys to be able to see it. But yeah, the Coonhound Championship Series. The league will consist of 6 total participants divided into 2 randomly selected pools of 3 hunters each. The competition is structured in 2 distinct phases: a regular season followed by a single elimination postseason tournament. So to put that in simpler terms, we've already got the people, I think for the most part picked, but there's going to be 6 total people, 6 handlers, and they're going to be divided into 2 separate pools of 3. And at a later date, we're going to we're going to have to figure out the actual schedule of who's going to play who. But basically, the idea behind the pools is everyone in the pool plays everyone else or has a cast to match up against everyone else in each pool. And then whichever handler and dog finishes the worst after playing everyone in the pool, they're going to be eliminated from the playoffs. So if one guy, if one of the dogs goes 0-2, they're out for that pool, and same with the other pool. And then if you make it through and you're not eliminated after the regular season pool play, then you're going to move on to the postseason tournament. And how that's going to work is going to be just a random draw to see who you're matched up against. And at that point, it's single elimination. So one thing I did forget to mention is it's going to be $100 to enter this whole thing. So you're not paying per cast. You're not pay, like everyone's going to have to pay whenever they hunt their first cast, and it's going to be $100 to enter the whole thing, whether you make it through to the postseason or you make it all the way to the very end, whatever, it's going to be $100. So once you make it into the postseason, we're going to random draw to decide those matchups, who's gonna go against who, and then they'll just go one-on-one. This is a one-on-one league. So once those people play each other in the postseason, whoever loses is out, and the people advance. The ones that wins, they advance. And so then you'll get to, like a championship, if you will, at the very end, and we're doing one spot getting paid, first place gets paid, and that's it. For right now.
Let me jump in here. So to expand a little bit more on this format that we have come up with, as you guys saw in the zones and what Brennan and I have spent a lot of time on, is that we understand that Brennan's goal or ultimate goal is to get into competition hunting. We've seen that there's obviously a demand, and that's what people want to see. So we're kind of coming to this league with that in mind, but doing it this way, it's going to be able to provide us obviously a more insider look, because as you saw during the zones, you can't talk to the handlers, you can't interview them, they can't, and I'm not saying it's going to be some reality TV show where that's all we do, but we're obviously going to have more access to get insights, to get some more educational tidbits on what the handlers are seeing.
Yeah, and I hadn't got to there yet, but yes, the idea of this, which I should have led with this probably more, but the idea is to not only it be entertaining and to see good dogs work and people to have something to hunt for. Obviously it's not $50,000 or nothing, but it's a good, it's going to be a good chunk of change and something worth hunting for. It's going to be entertaining in that sense, but it's also going to be informational as well. We're going to have mics on both of the handlers in the hunt. The thing is going to be filmed to the hilt nonstop. You're going to be able to hear exactly what's going on in the cast. The judge will be nearby. So there's going to be more to it than just an entertainment aspect of just watching the cast. For me, whenever I watch stuff, on a big hunt or whatever, watching a cast, I always want to hear what's going on, what's being said. What did the handler just say to the judge? What did that handler just say to the other handler? Why is this guy not treating his dog? Why is he, taking advantage of this certain rule or whatever? So That's the idea. And, we're trying to be different from anything else that's out there. And I think that's that's definitely gonna set us apart from other things is the ability to hear what is happening with the handlers and, not only just hear it, but we're gonna make it a point to probably ask those questions. Because it's about the video first, because we want to bring you guys something special that's really high quality and that you can walk away from it not only entertained but learning something. So, there's moments where, I envision us stopping the cast and saying, "Hey, why did you make that call like that? Why did you wait to tree your dog?" This and that. And whenever it works out good for the handler, or even when it turns out to be, a mistake that they made. So, yeah, that's a good point that I hadn't really touched on, but that's going to be the feel of it and the identity of it. And what we're really hoping is that people will not only be entertained, but they'll actually learn something too. So, where was I?
You were just finishing up talking about the league structure.
Yeah. So,
and like he said, I'm not going to go back all the way back through it, but it's going to be a winner take all postseason tournament with the top 4 advancing dogs. I don't think you mentioned, obviously for the postseason, those top 4 dogs and handlers that do make it, they are going to be randomly drawn. And then from there, we're going to have a coin flip between those postseason matches to determine which handler and dog gets to choose the hunting location. Now, that's going to be within, a range that everybody's agreed to. And, we're not looking to drive 5-6 hours one way. But that's another kind of quirk that we've incorporated to kind of keep it fresh and to really drive home the aspect of random draw, luck of the draw, if you will, and just letting everything kind of finish out in the field.
Yeah. 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 So like you said, winner take all. Once you get to that final round, it's going to be winner take all. And, we will be using, PKC rules with a couple of, little quirks to them.
The additions are all the way at the bottom.
I'm just looking here at the stuff, or at the page, the document that we created. So yeah, all hunts in the Coonhound Championship Series will be conducted in accordance with the official PKC rules and regulations, with a few modifications that will be outlined at a later date. So we're going to do PKC rules with no leash lock. And for a tiebreaker, in the event of a tie in a cast where both dogs have treed coons, the following rules will apply to determine a winner. The first tree, that's going to be a tiebreaker. The dog that if both dogs tree a coon in the cast, and at the end of the cast, which I have not said, the cast are 90 minutes. If both dogs have treed a coon in the cast and they're tied at the end, it's going to be the first tiebreaker is going to be whoever treed a coon first. And then if we have an event where the cast has went the entire time and nobody has scored on a coon, we're just going to have sudden death. We're going to keep doing a 15-minute sudden death until a dog gets treed. So, and I believe the way we'll handle that is, as long as the tree is circled, then the dog will win. So, in the event of sudden death. So we are going to have winners on every cast, no matter what. It's not going to be like UKC where you can come back with a dead cast and nobody wins. We're going to have winners. So, I don't know how in depth to go in on this, but
I think you covered it pretty well. And again, this is obviously where we're announcing the league on the podcast here. But we're going to film some more in-depth items on the rules, on the actual handlers and dogs that are going to be involved at a later time. This is just kind of looking to put it out there because the first episode is going to be coming up sooner than you think. And I'll let Brennan kind of touch on that, but there's a lot more towards this stuff coming. We've been working on this for, I would say, a few months now, at least in the back of our mind, and trying to iron out the details and so on. So,
So yeah, I mean, the thing is, we just want, we think that, and especially for me, I want to see competition related stuff. I like good dogs and all of that, but I'm competitive, and so I've wanted to do this for a little while and just hopefully bring you guys something that you'll enjoy, and that is competition based. But I mean, that's it really. It's really exciting. The people that are going to be in it, they're stoked to be a part of something like this. And I'm just going to say it now that I think, no, this is not an official kennel club hunt, whether it's UKC, PKC, Pro Sport. No, it's not an official sanctioned hunt, but I would venture to say that you will not be able to find a better filmed and better quality competition coon hunting video than what we're going to put out with this. So we hope that that's how it goes, and
that's a bold statement.
We're pretty confident.
That's a bold statement.
Well, we're pretty confident in what we're trying to do, and confident that you guys are going to like it.
So now that we've kind of covered a lot of what the league's going to look like from kind of a 30,000 foot view, an overview, if you will, obviously none of this would be possible without all of your guys' support. Our subscribers, our fans. We've gotten Brennan is glued to his phone sometimes. It's exploding. It's on fire from all the support, the messages, and so on. So with that in mind, our eternal thank you for getting us this far, but towards growing the brand, bringing such a high quality product that Brennan and I are confident that we can do. There's a couple things that come along with hosting or running your own league like this, right? There's a lot of logistical things. It's a lot of time, etc. So alongside this podcast, which at the time of filming is September 30th, this is going to go out this Friday, the 3rd. We're also going to be rolling out 2 levels of YouTube memberships. So what that means is that in order to see deep into the heart of the season of the Coonhound Championship Series, you would need to be a member of the Holt Outdoors channel, which you can obviously find all over our YouTube at the time of this being released. And, what is very, very important to not only myself, but especially to Brennan, is that you guys, you understand that we're coming at this with the right intention, because we both have really enjoyed creating all this content and seeing it grow the way we have. And this is just the natural next step.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead. I'll let you speak to that.
I am so thankful for each and every person that comments, good or bad, that subscribes and watches. We started this a couple years ago, and I never would have thought that, and I know Trey didn't think it either, that it would get to where it is today. So we owe each and every one of you watching and listening the biggest thank you in the world. So so appreciative for all the success and everyone. So but just what everyone needs to realize is we're still not changing anything. If you look at our memberships and you decide that you don't want to, be a part of it for now, you're still going to get the Coonhound Chronicles videos, the podcasts, the Coon Hunter Spotlights when we do those. Like a lot of stuff is not going to change. This is just a thing that we're adding. And it's a thing that, by offering memberships at what we think is a reasonable price, you're going to help us be able to continue to bring you this kind of content and continue to grow. And a couple other things that are going to come along with the league, access to the league is, I think we've talked about it. It's going to be like a monthly or something live stream where I'm going to go live on YouTube or all the platforms. I'm not sure how that's going to work yet, but you can interact with me directly on there. You can leave comments for me to answer questions or tell me, anything you want to. And what's some of the other features?
Yeah, I mean, we're still, full disclosure, we're still building out how, some of the benefits to the 2 levels of membership, so that's fluid and can change. We just know that the main, I guess, big offering is access to seeing these Coonhound Championship Series episodes or matches that are going to be, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to have to spend more time producing them than some of our other content put together, because we know what we want it to be and what it can be. So we know that that's kind of the top tier. But like Brennan said, we're gonna have some special member portal access on the back end of YouTube. He's gonna do monthly live streams or however that works out, along with some other benefits as well. And even if you don't go for the full-on Coonhound Championship Series membership level, there's a base level where you still are seeing some video content of these episodes in short form and so on that you can at least try, see if it makes sense, or if you like the content that you're seeing. And
we haven't said it yet, but the first episode of what I'll call the CCS, the Coonhound Championship Series, the first episode is going to be free for everyone to watch.
Yep, it's going to be public for everybody.
So you can see exactly what I'm talking about with how we're going to do it and see if it's something that you want to be a part of. We absolutely will love all the support that we can get on it. And but the bottom line is, even if we don't have a bunch of people that want to be members, we're still going to keep bringing the same stuff that we're bringing now. And we're just going to add to it. So, this was tough for me because I don't want to feel like, off-putting to anyone, as far as the membership goes, but it is the truth that it's gonna help us continue to do this kind of content. And I really believe that once you guys see that first episode, you're gonna enjoy it. So
and one more thing before we kind of bring this one to a close that I don't think we touched on. So with the memberships, even though obviously it's a monthly subscription, if you will, our tentative, probably 95% stick to it plan is to bring out 2 episodes or 2 matches of the CCS every month. So you're getting 2 basically, full length episodes on the top tier membership.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a total of 9 matches. So you're going to have
these will be 90-minute casts.
Yep.
And they're not going to be live though. They will be cut and we're fixed up in a way that
we're looking to bring to eliminate
nothing but action.
Yeah, exactly. We're looking to cut out some of the stagnant, I guess, happening. A lot of the walking. If no dog is struck or nobody's doing anything aside from interviewing the handlers, etc.
Basically, we're going to show you everything you want to see and nothing that you don't.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, because that's how I feel when I watch some of this stuff. I love watching it, but I don't need to see. And I get it if you're going live, like that's a whole different story. But I don't need to see the walking. What I want to see is the handlers interacting with each other and interacting with the judge. I want to see how Josh or whoever is going to try to talk the judge into getting this tree plus because the limbs almost touch. or why he's getting minus. Like, those are all things that I feel like people like myself and others out there can learn from, and that they're going to enjoy and be entertained by. So, I mean, that's pretty much the high level overview of it. It's going to be a league with 6 people in it who are going to battle it out to get to the very end and win a good chunk of money. And yeah, we'll have rules that make sense, that are logical, and strike in rules and all that stuff. It's just going to make sense. And we're gonna try this thing out, and see how it goes. And I think it's gonna go good. Is there anything else that we need to?
No, I mean,
add.
Keep an eye out. Like I said, this is going out October 3rd at the time of filming. But we're gonna keep increasing the hype, if you will. We're gonna be filming the random draw. Introducing a little bit of the handlers and the dogs that are going to be in it, and just kind of work towards it. Like Brennan said, barring something catastrophic, we're going to aim for the first free episode for everybody to see and get a feel for it on October 28th, which is a Tuesday. And we're excited, and we hope to see you guys.
Yeah, and again, the other part is that, what you're getting is consistency as well. It's something that we are going to put out once every 2 weeks until the season is over. And then once that whole season's over, we haven't, figured that out yet. It may be 6 new people. It may be a few of the same people and some new ones. Maybe we'll add some people. We don't know yet. But then it's going to be another league. And again, every 2 weeks. So for you guys that are looking for coon hunting content to consume, it's going to be there, and it's going to be consistent and very entertaining and informational. So I know I've said that a few times, but we're just really looking forward to the opportunity to do it. And we would not be sitting in the position we are now and the ability to do it without all the support and all the love from the people who've been there by our side for a while now. So we appreciate all of you. And do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Nope. Eternal thank yous to everybody. And we're looking forward to it. So we'll see you guys on the flip.
Yep. Thank you, guys. If you have any questions about it, reach out to us. Be glad to answer anything. I think once we get this thing finalized here, I think it's pretty close to finalized. We'll, I'm sure Trey can add it to the description in the video or as a link down there for you guys to look at. So, yep. Thanks again to everyone for watching, listening, sharing. Make sure you tell your buddies about us, our podcast, and all of our videos. Shy and Ruby, they're doing okay. It's been a struggle, but I'm not giving up just yet, and trying some different techniques to maybe get the train rolling and snap them out of what they're doing. And so looking forward to bringing you more of those videos too, because I still, down deep, even though I'm frustrated, I have high hopes for both of them. So, yep. Thanks a lot, guys. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.